everyone, and welcome to Era Military Collectibles. So in today's video what we're going to talk about is just a brief snapshot at my World War II helmet collection so far. We all know who these are. That's the British Brodie or type helmet, the American M1, and then this is Bulgarian. These two were kindly gifted to me and I purchased this one here at the back. But the reason I want to talk about this, or the reason I want to do this video today, is just these items are out there, and we're going to go through them one by one, and we will just talk about them for people that want to start collecting World War II and what's the best way to do it. So here we go. So here we have the iconic M1 helmet of the Second World War. Came into service in late 41, 42 I believe. Originally the Americans, when they went into the war, had the British style Brodie helmet. This is a restoration, and it is an original helmet, but it has been restored. This is probably the most expensive one in my collection. To buy these in Ireland, you are talking upwards of €300. This has been fully restored. It is an original net. It has the sand or the chalk in the actual paintwork, and it is an original 1942 shell that has been rewebbed, or sorry, insert or liner that has been rewebbed and everything. So there you go. So it is a completely original M1 helmet, well, bar the webbing and some bits and pieces, but everything else is original. Now, bit of history that I know about these is the early war ones will have a front seam on them. These, what are called bills, will earlier in the war they were just welded straight to the helmet and they don't move, but later on, I believe in 43, they started to change all that type of stuff. You can even tell the date of them by the webbing or the chin strap, whether they're stitched on or whether the other version that came out in 44 that clips on around the bill. So yeah, so this is my American M1 helmet. Famous helmet, I suppose, that you will think about. So I'll leave the head there and I'll just put on the next helmet. Also original. And it is probably another iconic, famous helmet. It is the British Brodie style helmet. Now this one is actually in relic. It's completely original. The liner is dated 1943. I'm not sure about the actual shell, but if I can show you here on the shell, you'll see three little holes that are here that are punched into the side of it. This means that the steel is not military quality steel, that this was used for civil defence, police, ambulance drivers, firemen, stuff like that in England or in other back rear echelon areas, the time of the Blitz and stuff like that. So yeah, so this is an original. I'm not going to touch this, I'm not going to restore it. It's in good enough condition that it can be just displayed like this. It's got the early chin strap, if I believe, with the spring on it. Or sorry, this is the later one. I believe somebody else might be able to tell me the difference. Now the one thing I noticed about this is an actual dent here on the side of it. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but there's actually a dent there. So yeah, so this is my other World War II helmet, the British Brodie style helmet. In Ireland at the moment, these were very, very common because they were actually used by the Irish Defence Forces at one point in time later on after the war. But to find a British dated one and a British surplus one, you're talking military shows, things like that. You will get restored ones, you will get reproductions. To find a restored one or a reproduction type or a quality one that you could use for reenactment, originals and stuff like that, you're talking 60, 70, 80 plus euros, and you're nearly talking a reproduction at that stage. As well, the reproductions can go, I've seen them go anywhere from 50 euros to 100 euros. Kindly, this one was gifted to me. So yeah, so it's they are out there. You do find them. You do come across them. And they're nice little things to pick up. So if you're starting off in your World War II collecting, obviously helmet would be the way to go. Now, so we'll leave the head and we'll bring out the next one. Bring out the next one. So this is the next one. Now it's probably an unusual one. An awful lot of people won't recognise, and they'll be going, that's German. It's not German. It's Bulgarian. It's an M36 helmet. Now the shell is original. It has been painted post-war, and the frame or the liner on the inside is post-war as well, but the actual shell is original. So I just move the chin strap down. So Bulgarians, these steel helmet Stan kindly sent me this one in a trade. The Bulgarians have an interesting history during the Second World War. They're a bit like the Italians. They were initially involved with the Axis, and then they switched sides and fought with the Russians. So there we go. These are common enough. The Bulgarians helmets, the Finnish helmets, the Swedish helmets. The World War II ones you can seem to find on eBay, and they come up pop regularly enough. Now I don't know whether Stan, I don't think he ever told me how much he paid for this, but obviously it came to me in a trade. I traded Stan for stuff. Stan rang me and said, John, I have an M36, do you want it? C, do you want it? And I said, yeah, no problem, what do you want for it? So we did a bit of horse trading, and I got the helmet. So there you go. So it's just to prove that you can have a World War II collection. The stuff still is out there. I'm just going to put the stuff back in the frame. The stuff is out there, and you can come across it, and they're nice little things to have. So we have the British Brodie, we have the American M1, and we have the Bulgarian M36. So if you like what we provide here at AirApp Military Collectibles, please like, please subscribe, and please tune in for the next video. Thank you.